Humane World for Animals, formerly called the Humane Society of the United States, has spent decades deploying to some of the world's most devastating crises, from hurricanes and earthquakes to floods and wildfires, saving tens of thousands of animals. And here to discuss their mission and what you need to know when disaster strikes is their president and CEO, Kitty Block. Kitty, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Look, as a proud pet parent of 5 four-legged kids at home, this is a very poignant subject for me, especially, too. Let's talk about how Humane World for Animals helps animals during disasters.
A Humane World for Animals, we literally work around the world. And so whether or not it's disasters, helping animals in disaster situations and their people, of course, it's working on policy changes, legislative reform, it's all animals. And so when it comes to disasters, we have responded to the wildfires in Australia, caring for koalas and kangaroos, India during massive floods, helping with cows and goats, and of course around the U.S. With wildlife and of course with pets. And so we have learned over the decades doing this work that when a disaster hits, unless there is a place people can evacuate with their fur babies, that's what's so important. They want to keep families and pets together. Right. So if that's not an option, people don't get out of harm's way.
So what kind of situations do you see animals in when you're deploying during a disaster, Kitty?
We have seen everything. We have been on the ground during tornadoes and hurricanes. We've pulled cats and dogs from the water, not in just the streets, but in people's homes. And what it is about is really making sure that people understand how we can keep their pets and their people together, how they can prepare, and how we can give them the care they need. And that can really vary from rescue and recovery to a whole host of things.
Kitty, let's talk about logistics that are involved on the ground to save animals, whether it's a hurricane or another disaster.
Whatever the situation needs, we have a ready-made team ready to deploy. And so what that can be, anything from rescue and recovery to working with the local shelters or coming in early if we have enough lead time that we know a disaster is going to hit, a flood, a hurricane, actually getting the animals out of the shelter and to another place where they can be adopted out and leaving space for people who are evacuating who need to put their animals in a temporary shelter. We also set up stations where we provide vet care and food resources. And we stayed through to helping people reunite with their animals. So it's really whatever the situation requires, we are a well-honed outfit there for what's required.
And with severe possibilities with weather coming in the next few months, what can people do at home to prepare for this?
You never want to just try to figure out when a disaster hits. We all know what that's like. So take steps to be prepared ahead of time. Call the hotels, find out with human shelters, will they take your pets? That is key to understand because you don't want to be doing this on the fly. Know where you're going to go and then refresh that. Know where you're going to take your animals. And then, of course, have a kit ready. In your case, you probably need 2 kits right. For all your animals, and make sure that there is food in there. ID tags. It happens that you may get separated from your animal. Having those ID tags on is so key. Any medications they may need. Simple steps like that. Have it ready. Be on the go. And to get the most up-to-date information you can go to our website. So if you go to humaneworld.org/prepare, that's the best way to really understand, engage, and if you have questions, what to do, what to prepare during a disaster for your whole family.
Absolutely. 4-legged and 2-legged alike as well, too.
Exactly.
President and CEO Kitty Block with the Humane World for Animals. Kitty, thank you so much for sharing this information. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.